running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a three-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Clark. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the back. Intercepted, number 19. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. It can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He makes a catch. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Clark. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Daniels. Makes the catch. It's Clark. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Pressure coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Charlotte 10, Florida Atlantic 7.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top, looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. He's got it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Good timing on the quick out.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The 49ers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Niners. up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 18 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Extending the play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Charlotte. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Keeps it on the draw. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that.
And into the end zone. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He'll keep it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Touchdown, Owls! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. There he goes. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then better job forcing a turnover.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Daniels. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Owls. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores. That is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off. Puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Owls will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Austin. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking for a crease to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nicholas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Got it in the middle. It's Austin. Pulled down for the tackle.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the 49ers get it past the sticks.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up to see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He makes a grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, 49ers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. He's looking to pass. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Clark. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. A shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Caught over the middle. It's Ellis.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. And the 49ers have their offense in high gear. Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Touchdown, Charlotte. They take the lead with the 6.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Caught close to the marker, it's Gilbert. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it in the middle, it's Nicholas. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. Pass to 50. Inside the 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Owls. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Charlotte, 39.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. There's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grab near the marker. It's Young. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, running back gets the give. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out.
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 40. At the 45, on his way. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilbert. Touchdown, Niners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll go to the air. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. dropping back. It's Daniels. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. He's got an open man. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Owls. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the red area, it's Clark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out